Welcome to Advice No One Asked For. It's the feature where Buckley finds a letter that someone's written to an advice columnist and generously offers up his own guidance, whether it's wanted or not. And in the spirit of the holiday season, today's question comes from someone who isn't thrilled about another member of the extended family trying to get in on the Christmas cash-in. Dear someone other than Santa Buckley, we are a small family of 4 living on my husband's income. We have a small farm that I run, and I homeschool my children. My husband works full-time in another job. We aren't poor, but we do have to count our nickels and dimes and budget for things we want. So you're poor. This is the first year we have splurged on gifts for the children, and we spent more on my sister-in-law because, for once, we had a little extra to spend. It has brought us joy that we can be a bit more generous. Now that our Christmas budget is spent, my sister-in-law has asked twice that we purchase gifts for her dog, Rap no less, because her dog likes opening packages. I ignored her request the first time. After the second one, I told her we don't ask people to purchase gifts for our kids, and we don't purchase gifts for other people's pets. Now she's offended. My husband has had enough. He's tired of his sister's self-absorption and wants to tell her to grow up and that the world does not revolve around her and her dog. Instead, I asked her to simply return any gifts she bought for us and spend the money on her dog. Are we being unreasonable? Signed, let's call her Dog Gone Drained in Denver. There are a lot of people who believe you are being unreasonable. Not allowing the dog to take part in Christmas? You must be the real-life Grinch, a complete fucking Scrooge. Who wouldn't go out and buy a present for their husband's sister's dog and then wrap it so the animal also has something to open on Christmas morning? Normal people, that's who wouldn't do that shit. Her dog likes opening packages. It's a fucking dog. It also likes licking its own asshole and eating the pile of puke it left on the floor after it ate its dinner too fast. It has no concept of holidays, no clue that Christmas is any different than any other day of its existence as some sort of sad substitute for a kid for your pathetic, childless, forever alone sister-in-law. An assumption I can safely make since a brother-in-law isn't mentioned, unless the family just doesn't get him anything because they just fucking hate him. Now, I know there's probably a bunch of animal lovers that disagree with me on this. Make no mistake, I like animals. I've eaten 3 today. And sure, I get the concept of pets. I think other people should have soft animals in their homes so I can come over and pet them, and then leave and not have to worry about cleaning up after them or listening to them make noise at inopportune times during the day. But it's not a part of your family. It's an animal you've chosen to own and care for. They're not your fur babies. They're not something meant to be humanized. I'm not saying abuse them. I think people that would treat a pet badly are low-life garbage and usually go on to be weird murderers. But your pets aren't people. You shouldn't cook special meals for them. You shouldn't dress them up. And you certainly shouldn't expect other people to get them wrapped Christmas gifts. They don't exhibit people-like behavior. They exhibit dog or cat-like behavior, because that's what they are. They like you because you provide them with food and shelter, but they don't have fond memories of that last Christmas when you bought them a special rawhide bone or a new toy. They aren't thinking, oh man, I really appreciate that my owner's family bought me this great present and took the time to wrap it so I could have fun opening it and being surprised by what's inside. And any belief that they're capable of this level of thought is your own delusional projections, wishing that your dog believed you were more than just a provider of sustenance and heat. I think that if anything, you were too reasonable. Your husband had the right idea about telling his lunatic sister to basically go fuck herself, but I'd do him one better. Return her gifts, and use that money to get her the present that'll keep on giving. A gift certificate to a taxidermist, so she can have the dog stuffed when it dies. And in the card, you can write this. I wanted to find a way to tell you and your dog to get stuffed, but I could only find a guy who did animals. Merry Christmas, you crazy bitch! I'm Buckley, and you're welcome.